My name is Miss Donna, and I am one of the children's librarians here at the Half Hollow Hills Library. And welcome to Storytime. This is Giddy Up Storytime. You ever hear of that word, giddy up? When do you hear that word, giddy up? I have heard it when I have watched some movies that have had horses in them. And our story time today is about horses. So we have some fun facts to learn about horses, and we're going to read some stories about horses, and we're also going to do a song with a horse in it. So boys and girls, I hope you're ready to have fun. We always start off our story time here at the Half Hollow Hills Library with a welcome song, and our welcome song needs your help. So I need you boys and girls to help me by waving. Can I see you wave? Great. Can you boys and girls clap your hands? Excellent. I love the way you're clapping your hands. And boys and girls, can you wiggle your elbows? Let me see you wiggle your elbows. Good job. Excellent. All right, and the last thing we're going to do is we're going to tap our feet. Can you tap your feet on the floor? Tap, 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 tap. Excellent. All righty, here it goes. The Welcome to Storytime song. My hands wave hello. My hand waves hello. Whenever I come to story time, my hand waves hello. My hands clap hello. My hands clap hello. Whenever I come to story time, my hands clap hello. My elbows wiggle hello. My elbows wiggle hello. Whenever I come to story time, my elbows wiggle hello. My feet tap hello. My feet tap hello. Whenever I come to story time, my feet tap hello. Good job, boys and girls. That was fantastic. Excellent. So boys and girls, has anybody here ever ridden a horse? Oh, I have. Has anybody here ever fed a horse? Excellent. Horses are such cool animals, and they love humans just as much as we love them. And I have some cool information to share with you about horses. One of the things to know is that horses once represented a major way for humans to get around. They were used for transportation. They didn't have cars way back then. They didn't have cars, so people would use horses to get from town to town. And they also performed many other jobs for people. They used to work on farms. Sometimes the farmers would need to use the horses to help them plow some fields. So horses have gone back a long time ago. In fact, they were first tamed around 4000 BC. So that's a really long time ago. And horses have such neat attributes. Do you know that horses, they are the biggest of any of their eyes are the biggest of any land mammal that we have. So I thought that was pretty cool. So their eyesight, in fact, their eyes are like right on top of their head, and they have really good vision. So they can see pretty much like both sides. They have great vision. And do you know the horse also has a very nice temperament. So they usually let you know how they feel. If they put their ears back, they're usually pretty angry. And if they're swishing their tail, you know that they're sort of they might have a fly on them, or they just might be getting a little bit antsy. So you might want to always remember, when you're around a horse, don't stand behind a horse. You never want to stand behind there, because if they kick, and they will, if they get angry, scared, whatever, they could hurt you. So just always remember, if you're near a horse, don't stand behind it. All right, so boys and girls, we are going to start with a story, and I hope you enjoy the story. You're going to learn a little bit about horses, and I hope you enjoy this as much as I did. If I Had a Horse by Gianna Marino, and we thank a Neil Porter book, Roaring Book Press, for letting us share this book with you here today. If I Had a Horse. If I had a horse, I would bring him the biggest apple I could find. He might be shy like me, but if I stayed quiet, he would learn to be my friend. If I had a horse, I would hug him until he let me climb on his back. At first, I might have to tame him, and we might not agree on everything. I would have to be strong, like him. He would have to be gentle, like me. If I had a horse, we would be brave together. We would explore places we've never been and run wild with new friends. But no other horse would be like my horse. If I had a horse, I would be fearless like him. And together, we could do anything. The end. Boys and girls, you did a great job listening to that story, If I Had a Horse. Now we're going to do a song, and this song is called Sally the Camel. Now, what I need from you is, can you show me 5 fingers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do a song, and we're going to use our hand and our fingers to do Sally the Camel. So we're going to start off with 5. And Sally the Camel, she has 5 humps. So we're going to sing, and each time we're going to go down 1, okay? Sally the camel has 5 humps. Sally the camel has 5 humps. Sally the camel has 5 humps. Ride, Sally, ride, boom, boom, boom. Sally the camel has 4 humps. Sally the camel has 4 humps. Sally the camel has 4 humps. Ride, Sally, ride, boom, boom, boom. Sally the camel has 3 humps. Sally the camel has 3 humps. Sally the camel has 3 humps. Ride, Sally, ride, boom, boom, boom. Sally the camel has 2 humps. Sally the camel has 2 humps. Sally the camel has 2 humps. Ride, Sally, ride, boom, boom, boom. Sally the camel has 1 hump. Sally the camel has 1 hump. Sally the camel has 1 hump. Ride, Sally, ride, boom, boom, boom. Sally the camel has no humps. Sally the camel has no humps. Sally the camel has no humps because she is a horse. Did that trick you? I was surprised when I heard that song for the first time because horses don't have any humps. So Sally wasn't really a camel. She was actually a horse because she didn't have any humps. All right, boys and girls, you did a great job with that. And now we're going to read another book about horses. And this is a really pretty story, If a Horse Had Words. And this book, this book is by Kelly Cooper and Lucy Eldridge. And we do thank Tundra Publishing, is a subdivision of Penguin Random House, for letting us share this book with you today. So thank you, and I hope you enjoy this book. If a Horse Had Words by Kelly Cooper and illustrated by Lucy Eldridge. The foal is born on a spring morning of sunshine and snow melt. She opens her eyes and looks around. If she had words, she would say willow, crocus, puddle, and sky. She feels a quiver that ripples from her nose to her tail. If a horse had words, the word would be up. A newborn horse has to stand up. Her legs are long and thin, legs for a spider, not a horse. Her mother nudges her, stand up. The little horse sets her 2 front hooves firmly on the grass and pushes with all of her strength. Up she pushes, up and forward. She slips. Her front legs scramble, trying to hold. She is sliding backward. Even a newborn horse knows that backward is the wrong direction. Stuck. Her back legs are caught in a badger hole. She struggles, but the soft and sandy earth holds tight around her flanks. The little horse hears her mother's worried snorts. She hears a hawk whistle high above. In the distance, a low rumble vibrates through the earth. The awful earth that won't let her go. Something is coming, something much bigger than a horse. The foal's heart is pounding. Just as she thinks the great big something is about to run right over her, it stops and spits two creatures out. The large one is a man, and the small one? If a horse had words, the word would be boy. The man drops a loop of rope over the foal's head. She shakes her mane. She wants it off. Shh, the boy says. The little horse holds her head still, listening. A gentle sound like the swish of a horse's tail. Shh. The man begins to pull. The boy puts his hands on the rope, adds his weight to the pulling. The foal feels the rope tighten. Then the ground that holds her starts to give. All of a sudden, the earth lets go. And there they are. Her two back legs. She knows what to do. With all her heart and all her strength, the little horse pushes herself out of the hole towards the sky. The boy reaches out, quick as sunlight, and takes the rope from around her neck. Good work, the man says. The little horse takes a few steps, wobbling and swaying, lifting her hooves as high as she can. Her mother nickers softly. Good work. The boy smiles. Then he turns towards the truck. The foal watches him go, each step a jump, a leap as long and high as he can make it. This boy, he doesn't like the ground either. Hawk in the sky, a belly full of grass. The word for this is summer. Fall is leaf rustle and fence posts. Then winter, white hills and long nights. Horses standing close for warmth. The man and the boy bring food. Hay full of dried flowers, a hint of sweet summer. Then spring, a belly full of grass again. If a horse had words, the word would be seasons. Seasons pass, and the boy still loves the air. Seasons pass, and the horse still fears the ground. She is tall now, and has to bend her head to sniff the pocket of the boy's shirt. She smells something sweet and sharp and delicious. Hello, Red Badger. If a horse had words, the word would be name. Her name is Red Badger because her hair is bright reddish brown, the color of young chokeberry twigs in springtime. Because she slipped into a badger hole and the boy was there to save her. He opens his hand. On his hand, a peppermint. The boy blows a breath of greeting into her nostrils. She nickers. If a horse had words, the word would be friend. One day, the boy leads her to the corral. He slips a bridle over her head. He puts a saddle on her back. Her feet sink into the soft dirt. She fidgets beneath the saddle's weight, shifting from side to side. Red Badger doesn't like the ground, but she loves the boy. The boy climbs gently onto her back. He is skinny, light as a hawk's feather. But if you are a horse who does not like the ground, any weight at all, even a hawk's feather,
is too much. Red Badger hops, trying to keep her feet in the air. She kicks her back legs high, high above her head. Suddenly, the weight is gone. And the boy? He is on the ground. The boy stands up and brushes the dust from his hat. He is laughing. But the man was watching, and he is not. The horse does not understand what the man is saying, but the boy does. Red Badger has to go. Red Badger does not understand this new place. These herds of people, their raised hands, the loud voice singing numbers. She prances into the small ring, head held high. The ring man touches her back with his whip, softly, gently, just to guide her. She bucks, then rears, her nose reaching for the sky. If a horse had words, the word would be sold. A new ranch. Red Badger and the other horses play hide and seek all winter among the willow trees. They kick at the clouds and snort wishes to the night stars. Snow falls and melts again. Time passes, and the place where she was born slips further and further away. But when she looks at the sky, she thinks of the boy. If a horse had words, the word would be remember. If you were a horse, the rodeo smells of the oil hinges of the bucking chutes and the laundry soap of a cowboy's clean shirt. The rodeo is movement, the fringe on chaps and the tails of horses, hooves thudding, hats tossed into the air, dirt and sky. The cowboys who get on her back can't ride her. Some who try are sharp. She throws them off. Some are heavy. They go too. Some are slim and light. They don't make much noise when they hit the ground. When the horn blows, her saddle is empty. The people in the crowd clap their hands together again and again. The sound is for the cowboys who try to ride her, and for Red Badger, the bronc who bucks them off. She is back in the chute, waiting. She fidgets, lifts one hoof and then the other. Easy, girl. Shh. Red Badger pricks up her ears. She can't see the cowboy standing on the chute above her, but she knows that voice. Gentle, like the swish of a horse's tail. Her nostrils flare. She knows that smell. Peppermints. She snorts. Boy, is that you? She feels the rein tighten. He eases his weight onto her back. Soon the cowboys will open the gate. She twists her head, trying to look up at him. Again, his voice. Red Badger, is that you? The gate opens. The horse leaps high. The boy hangs on. They shoot into the air like fireworks. Red Badger whinnies. The sound is a shout, sky high and wild. If a horse had words, the word would be joy. The end.
Who picked up their grab and go kit, you will have in your hands an envelope, and it gives you instructions on how to do your galloping horse craft. So inside the envelope, boys and girls, you are going to have two sides of the horse, the back end and the front end, and you are going to connect them with what is attached in here is a little clasp, a gold clasp, and you'll connect those in those circles that are already pre-cut for you. And then after you've done that, you're going to glue the little sticks or tape the little sticks to each section of the horse. And at the very last thing you're going to do is you are going to put, for the tail, you're going to put a little tail on the horse. I don't know if you can see that, but let me just show you. You'll glue a tail. And you're also going to glue some yarn, which is also included, of course, for the mane. So you'll have that on the horse as well. and you can color the horse. You can do whatever else you would like with the horse, but you will need a glue stick or some glue at home. Girls, I hope you enjoyed the horse stories that we read today, and majestic and handsome are two of the words that come to mind when I think of horses. I hope that you do get an opportunity to see some horses maybe when you're visiting some places with horses. Have a great day, everybody. Look forward to seeing everybody soon. Bye.